And welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So in this short video, I'll be quickly talking about the new officially announced Rerun Banner for the Redhorn Stonethresher and the Memory of Dust Catalyst. So I don't own either of these weapons, so unfortunately I won't be able to put them on screen for you. But I will talk about them and what are my thoughts on them. And I'll also talk about the 4-star weapons appearing on this banner as well. So we'll start with the Redhorn Stonethresher. So for me, I have the Unforged for my Ito, so I'm fine with it. I got that from patches before, and many people may have gotten it from patches before or after as well, because it did come back quite often, actually. I will say the Redhorn obviously will make Ito really strong, but I don't even use Ito that much, but he's a great character. So I'm not going to be pulling on the Redhorn Stonethresher very deeply, in the sense that I might throw a few wishes here and there just to try my luck. Because I just said I don't own either of these weapons, Redhorn Stonethresher and Memory of Dust, I'm okay to get either, to be very honest with you. I'm fine with it. So that's why, but I'm not like going hard and heavy, as in like I'm not going to spend money on it, and I'm not going to like spend all my wishes on this banner in hopes of getting one or the other. I'll throw a few wishes here and there for like video purposes, and maybe just so that I could, try my luck, let's say, right? Because, luck could be on my side. You never know. I was lucky with Aquila Favonia, and as you saw, right? And I got a Skyward Pride last time as well. So I'm not, I'm not immune to trying my luck, but I'm not going to be disappointed if I don't get either weapon either. Memory of Dust has been rerun several times already, so it's not a big deal for that one. And Redhorn, again, I don't need it because I do have my Unforged on him, and there are other weapons out there that he could use, but I'm fine with the Unforged on him, right? And that's part of the review that I did for him, so do check that out. Okay, so Memory of Dust. Moving forward, I'll bring up my Ningguang because she's actually the technical owner of the Memory of Dust. So for my Ningguang, I didn't put that on her, but I did give her basically Klee's weapon, Lost Prayers, because this is a standard weapon from the standard banner. It did get a few raid ups before in the older banners. But if I was to give the Memory of Dust, I would give it to Ningguang, because who else would I give it to, right? But I'm pretty sure many other 5-star or 4-star Catalyst users could make use of the Memory of Dust, because the Memory of Dust is very similar to the Unforged. They actually come from the same collection series, where they're very good as long as you're shielded, it doubles your attack power, etc., right? So I would think that it's not a bad weapon to have, it's universal in that sense, but at the same time, it's not really that like must-have either. So in my overall conclusion for these two 5-star weapons, Redhorn Stonethresher and Memory of Dust, they are not must-haves. However, if you're new to the game, and or if you're using, for example, Noelle, she would do really well with the Redhorn. If you are going hard and heavy for Ito and he's your guy, definitely try your luck and see if you can get the Redhorn. If you love Ningguang, or if you love using certain Catalyst users that are damage based, like if you have a Klee maybe, if you are using Yanfei, for example, I'm thinking who else? Maybe Yai Miko, right? Or if you use your Mona that way, I wouldn't say that people would use Sucrose that way, or maybe Kokomi, but if you wanted to, sure. But maybe Lisa is more rare, but there are so many weapons out there already, so that's why I'm saying like these are not must pulls. Also, back to the Redhorn Stonethresher, its immediate competition that you can easily craft yourself is the Noelle's craftable weapon, which is this one, the White Blind. And you could easily, if you want, you could craft 2 of them, right? If you really wanted to, if you have the billets, of course, you can give one to Noelle and one to Arataki Ito, and he'll be fine with it. Trust me. So either or. Okay, now moving along, we'll just kind of speed this through. So since we're on the claymores here, the next one on the 4-star side is a Lithic Blade. This is a Liyue special limited edition weapon that comes back every few banners. This is good for if you have a Liyue team consisting of 3 or more, so 3 or 4 Liyue characters, and also if you have it at high refines, which is usually 3 are up, so 3, 4, or 5 refined. So you do have to pull for this, and it is on the gacha side, so it will cost money or wishes. I would say, as you can see, I didn't build this weapon. I don't specifically, especially since Inazuma launched, I don't specifically use like a high Liyue character team composition, so that's why I don't bother with this. For example, I would always have a Raiden Shogun in my team, right? Or maybe even like some Mondstadt characters, like Jean, right, or other Inazuma characters like Kazuha, right? Like Zhongli is my only like must use like Liyue character. Here and there I'll use Hu Tao, for example. So I don't always have high concentration of Liyue characters in the party, so that's why I don't use this weapon. But because it is limited and it does have good usage if you were to do it that way, where you have high your characters and high refines. This is not a bad weapon to use for your claymore characters. And as you can see the passive on the side, it's a very universal passive that many claymore characters can benefit from. Next, moving along. From the polearm side, it's going to be Dragon's Bane, so it's nothing special. Dragon's Bane is technically like a gacha, like early game Shangling weapon. Now this has been replaced already by like the catch if you were willing to do the fishing for it, right? And also similarly on the current banner, before the next banner comes out, there is the Lithic Spear, so this could work as well. And similar situation applies here. This is a limited Liyue weapon, requiring Liyue characters and high refines. And I finally have it to 4, but I still haven't built it yet because I don't have characters to use it on. This would do well, just as an aside here, because this is going to be leaving soon, this would be very ideal for like Yunjin or even Shangling if you want it that way, but I think Shangling does better with energy recharge. So that's why I don't even use the Dragon's Bane on her, but this is an early game one for Shangling. For those of you who are newer to the game, this is a good build to give to her early on. It also matches her aesthetically, obviously, and it gives her extra reaction potential and for the elemental mastery and of course her pyro damage. Okay, next we're going to talk about bows. So the next bow is the Stringless. So this is an amazing bow, especially if you own Venti. I had it on Venti for the longest time until I got the Elegy, and then now the Stringless does not have an owner. It's currently temporarily place held with Amber, but the Stringless will do well with, for example, Amber, will do well with Kujo Sara, if you use her that way, where you're using her elemental skill and burst often. If you're using it on Fischl, for sure, right? Definitely, it can do well with even like what's Aloy here. Some people do use it on Ganyu because of the burst actual aspect, but also for the her little snowflake flower. However, she's not really, Ganyu's not as suitable for the Stringless because she's more for the charge attack, right? So I will be honest, if you did get Yelan but did not go for her Aqua Simulacra, I actually had the Stringless on her temporarily because the Elegy was given back to Venti, so I had this available, and I did have this on my Yelan temporarily, if you recall. So it's a very great, awesome weapon. So make sure that if you were to go for this weapon banner and you get this is a great weapon to keep and to refine. Okay, moving along. So we talked about that. We're going to swords now. The next one is the swords. So then we have the Lion's Roar. Arguably, this sword could be a good sword for Kuki Shinobu, who will be making her debut on this next patch phase. And so she could do well with this for the attack damage bonus as well as the electro bonus. So that could be good. So this is not a bad weapon. This is a good weapon for the, as you can see, the Electro Traveler I have on him as a placeholder. It's also good for if you have Keqing, but you don't have a 5-star weapon for her. It's a good early game placeholder for Keqing. And then, like, if we don't have a Pyro sword user other than Bennett, so you could put on Bennett too, but Bennett arguably does better with energy recharge, and Keqing does better with physical damage, to be honest, because she's like a split like physical and electro build. So yeah. But yeah, if you have Keqing, you can give Lion's Roar to her, or you can give this to Kuki Shinobu. Other than that, there are no other characters that could really benefit from this because it's Pyro and Electro only for the passive. So unless you put it on, like, say, like maybe like maybe Kaya in a kind of a reverse like Pyro or Electro kind of build where you're trying to basically use him to get extra damage when he does reactions with those two, you know, with his cryo. So there's that, or maybe a Xingqiu, but Xingqiu does better with an energy recharge. Same with Kaya, he does better with energy recharge. So it's not really like a must-have weapon. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to quickly pull over and go to the sacrificial fragments. This is basically Sucrose's best weapon, and arguably I don't think anyone else would really use it as well as her, to be very honest. You could make use of it on other characters. I'm not going to go through each one because I want to keep this video kind of short, but I will say this is arguably for, you know, Sucrose, because she's Animo, and Elemental Mastery just does really well with swirling with that element. Of course, Elemental Mastery does good with reactions for other elements too, so that's something there. So now I'm going to wrap this up. So in conclusion, this weapon banner is a skip, okay? It is not a must pull unless you're okay with either of the 5-star weapons for your characters. And the 4-star weapons, some of them are good and some of them are not good, but they do recur quite often, so this is a skip, honestly. I will throw a few wishes here, but I'm not going to go hard and heavy, like I said. And yeah, if you're interested to learn more about what I feel about the upcoming Arataki Ito, rerun banner and his Kuki Shinobu debut banner, do check out that video as well. So do check out my other videos and do check out their reviews of the individual characters too. So I will see you in the next video and stay tuned. Thank you.